Hello and welcome again to this edition of Phi TV, a product of Florida Internet and Television, the industry that connects and entertains over 95% of all Floridians. I am joined by none other than Rep Harris. I'm your host, Brad Swanson, and we're going to find out what Rep Harris is working on. What are you working on this year?
Well, I am working on the drop bill, and that would allow retired teachers and bus drivers and other faculty to come back before the 12-month grace period and go ahead and come back to work because we have a teacher shortage.
Well, I love that. So that engages that teacher shortage. It helps great people come back who want to come back. So where does that bill stand?
Well, right now it's not been agended, but we are still trying to work on it. There's still time left, so we have hope for it. But I do have a bill that is agended, and that is Holocaust Remembrance Day, and that would require the governor to acknowledge every year on January 27th, Holocaust Remembrance Day, and it would give a little bit more teaching about anti-Semitism and the impact that it has.
Well, I tell you what, anti-Semitism has unfortunately kind of shown its face over the last decade in Florida, and we've seen it in some very interesting and odd places. So thank you for running such an amazing bill. It's such an important part of our community in Florida. And then where is that bill in the process?
Well, it's on its first agenda stop today in the first committee, and I'm really excited to present it later on.
Well, so important. All right, so my question to you is on both of those bills. You promise to come back on Phi TV and tell us where they stand maybe in a couple weeks?
Absolutely.
Okay, before we go, when you're not doing this important work for your constituents in the state of Florida, what are you streaming? What do you like to watch when you take your mind off this important work?
Well, I love listening to music, but if I'm going to watch TV, I love the movies that made us on Netflix or the brands that built America and documentary type stuff.
I love it. Well, the brands that built America and the food that built America. We're in that. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
All right, well, we can compare notes on that later, but thanks for coming on Phi TV today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. That's all the time we have for this episode of Phi TV. Make sure you hit us up on our social media feeds for more interviews like this one. And for now, thanks for tuning in.